Donald Trump Jr. took the stand today in Letitia James's civil trial in New York, but nobody's talking about testimony or what he said or anything. No, instead, they're talking about a video of him walking into the courthouse. We're going to talk about why here today on Speechless. Cut for time. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Speechless Cut for Time. I'm your host, Phares, 22-year-old conservative college student out of Central Illinois, host of Speechless on Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal, but I can't necessarily fit everything I want to talk about into my 2-hour Sunday show. So what do? Bring it right here to you guys on Cut for Time segments. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, put it to all because we know ScrewTube tries to make sure people don't see content like this. And then share this with your friends and comment what you think, everybody. But let's get right on into it. Out of Fox News today, Donald Trump Jr. is taking the stand to testify in the non-jury civil trial stemming from New York Attorney General Letitia James's lawsuit against the Trump family and Trump Organization. The former president's eldest son, who is listed as a defendant in James's lawsuit, took the stand today, Wednesday, November 1st afternoon in a Manhattan courthouse. But the thing is, as I mentioned in the intro, no one seemed to want to talk about the case or the actual testimony, anything that he said. No, instead, Twitter blew up with a conspiracy theory stemming from Trump Jr. just walking into the courthouse. Now, we all know that conservatives are the ones that spread conspiracy theories. We know that, right? I mean, that's what the media tells us, so we must believe it. That's the way it is. Conservatives and Republicans are the conspiracy theorists. But in this case, oddly enough, it was the leftists and the liberals who were the conspiracy theorists. But let's take a look at what they had to say. Maybe they actually have a point. I doubt it, but maybe. Here is what their conspiracy theory stemmed from. Let's take a look at one of the videos that is being shared all over social media that is helping spread this conspiracy theory. Take a look at what happens when Donald Trump Jr. walks into the courtroom.
Washington Post, it's also the trial that's most deeply personal to Donald Trump. Quote, he is Washington.
Oh, did you guys catch that? Maybe one more time. Maybe one more time you need to see that.
Washington Post, it's also the trial that's most deeply personal to Donald Trump.
What did he do?
Quote, he is Washington Post.
Flashed
it's also the trial.
Three fingers. He flashed 3 fingers like that. Whatever. Oh my gosh, I might be contributing to the conspiracy theory right now. No. So here's what the conspiracy theory is. Here is what Twitter is blowing up, is that symbol, well, even there's a debate as to what the symbol meant. Some are claiming holding up 3 fingers is to make a W for white and then leading into white power. That's what some are claiming. Others are claiming it's a sign for the 3 percenters. Oh, I did 3. Meant to do that. The 3 percenters. Yeah, the 3 percenters, because we got 3 there. So what are the 3 percenters? Well, let's take a look, because here's just an example. First, I'll actually show you. If you take a look here, this is one person claiming the white power argument. So it says up here, not so secret signs. Watch the cop at the top of the courthouse flash a W for, quote, white power at Donald Trump Jr. Once again, trying to go with the false narrative that in some way Republicans or conservatives are white supremacists. But then let's look at the 3 percenter argument. Yeah, that one. What is a 3 percenter? And let's see, just so that you guys know that I'm not just making this up, that these are things that liberals are actually sharing on social media. This is what the 3 percenter, one of the 3 percenter posts that I saw here. And I'll take off my banner at the top. You can see here that they're claiming 3% hand sign from cop to Don Jr. Just swell, isn't it? And so you can even see I have my, we can look right there at the 3 percenter. Yeah, my mouse is right there. You can see the 3 finger logo there. So what are the 3 percenters? Well, I looked it up and I could only really find anything on liberal websites about it. But what is claimed is that according to the Anti-Defamation League, 3 percenters are part of a militia movement which supports the idea of a small number of dedicated patriots protecting Americans from government tyranny, just as the patriots of the American Revolution protected early Americans from British tyranny. The 3% concept, created in 2008, is based on an inaccurate historical claim that only 3% of Americans fought in the Revolutionary War against the British. 3 percenters may join or form traditional militia groups, but often form non-parliamentary groups or online networks. Okay, many are not associated with any particular groups. The three percenter concept both contributed to and benefited from the resurgence of the militia movement that began in 2008. Because many adherents to the militia movement strongly supported President Trump in recent years, three percenters have not been as active in opposing the federal government, directing their ire at other perceived foes, including leftists, Antifa, Muslims, and immigrants. So I'd never heard of the three percenters before this, not once. And so I had to look it up. But this all seems really weird. Okay. So a cop flashes three fingers towards Donald Trump Jr. Could have been to another cop. There was a lot of cops surrounding him. And actually, that's what I want to look at. What else could this have been? Because many are quick to claim white supremacy or militia group on the left. But is there another explanation? None has come out. Nobody else has seemed to want to look into this as much as I have, because I just find it fascinating. But let's take a look at this video here, in which we can see a different angle of Donald Trump walking into the courthouse. Everybody, let's take a look at this. Donald Trump Jr., by the way. So you can see him walking in there. You can see him walking in, and he has multiple people around him. He obviously has several police officers, some attorneys, maybe businessmen. I don't know exactly who those men are. But wait. So now this starts zooming in closer to Donald Trump Jr. Let's go back for a second, everybody. Let's go back and count how many people were with Donald Trump Jr. So there's Donald Trump Jr. There's one that's not a cop, two that's not a cop, and then we can see that third one back there that's not a cop right there. So there's three other people that are not police officers with Donald Trump Jr. And obviously they walk up the steps, yada, yada, yada. And then we get a little bit further into this. Then we see that cop right there. At some point before the camera panned over to him, he made that hand signal. But once again, how many people were with? There's one, two, and then we can see as they zoom out, there's a third back there as well. Could it be? And now I don't know this for sure, but using our critical thinking skills, of all the possible ideas that I have presented today, because these are the ones that I have found or found either that last one myself by considering an alternative or found on social media, what do we think is most plausible? Do we think it's most plausible that the guy was making a white power hand gesture towards Donald Trump Jr., that he was referencing a relatively small and unknown militia group? Or could it be that he was signaling and making sure that there were three people that were authorized to be with Donald Trump Jr. that were not police officers? That those three men were guests or attendees with Donald Trump Jr. What do you think? What do you think? Is there something else I'm missing? Which of those options, or is there another one that seems most plausible to you? And what's the point of me going all over this? And I just find it fascinating. Why? Because the left will consistently claim that when conservatives notice a pattern of evidence, like, oh, science actually shows, like, if you look at these studies, that masks might not really be effective. Let's ask about that. They're a conspiracy theorist. Or, hey, maybe a lot of our government officials are super corrupt and we're tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Maybe we should look into that. Maybe there's something going on there. Conspiracy theorist. Or, hey, it seems like there's a lab over in China that was creating a biomedical weapon or at least working on this new virus that everybody's getting. Could it have come from that lab? Conspiracy theorist, conspiracy theorist. Or, hey, my friend, just to beat a dead horse here, my friend, he took this ivermectin thing and it seemed to really help out with this random virus that's been going around. Conspiracy theorist, conspiracy theorist. But then the left will come out and a guy makes a hand gesture like this, which also in the Hunger Games meant like peace and pro-democracy. So I don't know, maybe that's what it was too. But the left will come out and automatically latch on to white power or militia group. No, here's the real thing, is that people oftentimes will see what they want to see. They want to see the white power dog whistle. But here's the thing. A dog whistle is at such a high frequency that only a dog can hear it. So if you're the one hearing the dog whistle, the racist dog whistle, and no one else was, then who's the real racist? I don't know. But if you like this video, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think, and share it with your friends. God bless you guys. God bless America. And let me know what you think in the comments. And until next time, this has been Speechless. Cut for time.